Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How are you all today? Hope you're all well. You okay, Sophie?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. Welcome to our Friday morning Craft Along Live. Hope you're all watching and you're there with us. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us, and tell us where you're watching from. If you are watching, give us a hello in the comments box below. We would love to give you a shout out. So you are joining us live for our next rendition of Craft Along Live with the wonderful Sophie from Mermaid Treasures. Sophie is a local crafter, and I'll put her links into the feed below as well, so you can hook up with her on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, I'm everywhere.
And go and check out her shop and stuff, because she does some really cool decoupage projects. But today she's doing some die cutting for us based on some feedback or some requests actually that we had a few weeks ago now, wasn't it, when we kind of did our introduction to the new team. We had a couple of people say they wanted to see some more kind of male.
Yeah, because I think traditionally with decoupage kits and generally with crafting, it is kind of quite female orientated, I suppose. So there's not many kind of male cards out there, so
lacking in inspiration for it, perhaps. Cool. So Sophie, gonna love her, created a nice boy inspired male birthday card for us. Should we have a look?
Yeah.
Have a show from the top down.
So we've got two rocket space themed cards.
Lovely. And we're using for this a few dies actually, aren't we?
We are, yes.
So do you want to run through those quickly?
Yeah, we've got this one, which is called Starry Skies, and that makes loads of pretty little stars cut out in your paper, if you can see that. So all these little stars around the corner, that makes that. Then there's also a collection that includes a rocket, moon and a star.
Yeah, I like that one.
And then just to finish it off, we've got, it does say happy birthday, trust me.
Cool.
That is going to make, that's what that looks like.
Cool. And then if we hold this one up a little bit closer actually, what this you can see all the little detail of the stars. It's kind of like holes in there, isn't it? It's got on the backing. Oh, camera. So it looks like a really simple, but it's really effective, and some really lovely techniques in there too. And you're also using what paper pack today?
Today we are going to be using the first edition Beyond the Shore paper pad.
Cool.
This one is really pretty, and even though it's called Beyond the Shore, most of it is kind of sea themed, you know, there's little bubbles and waves. There are also quite a few sheets that look like space.
Brilliant.
Like this one, and see this one we're going to be using today. It's got lots of pretty stars on there.
Fantastic.
So just because it's water themed doesn't mean we can't use it with our space rocket card.
I love that, because on kind of first glance you go, oh, rockets with the Beyond the Shore mermaidy stuff, but actually that's such a good point that you've taken some inspiration from the different designs that are in there, and that really works. Lovely. So we're going to be doing a bit of die cutting today with Sophie, making a fantastic male oriented card. Let's have a quick look on Facebook, see who's watching with us. We've got Dan Marsden saying morning, Soph.
Morning, Dan.
And we've got Karen saying hello. Hi, Karen. And we've got Troy saying morning. Hi, Troy. And Sandra, lovely Sandra, is with us again today. Hi, Sandra. Thank you so much for watching. Guys and girls, if you have any questions for us, please just pop them in the comments. Sophie will be more than happy to answer them as we go.
Yes,
and I will
if I can.
You will. And I will keep an eye on them and pick them up from Facebook. And keep talking to us. Share this with your friends and tell them we're crafting along. If you guys are crafting along at home with us, we'd love to know. So pop some pictures in the comments afterwards. But Sophie, it's over to you.
Fab. Thank you very much. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make this card, which when you open it up, has got happy birthday and also some extra stars and a moon inside, just for a bit of extra fun detail. Now this card is super simple to make, but it looks really effective.
Yeah, it does. I love it.
So we're going to start off with our card blank. So I've got, here's one I made earlier.
Lovely.
Just a plain card blank. Now this one is, I've forgotten, so we will check. That is a 5-inch square card blank.
Cool.
And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make our star detail around the corner. And to do this, we are going to use our Starry Skies die. Now, you probably can't see on here because it's quite small, but it's got lots of little stars on there. And you can place this anywhere on your card and it will create that lovely effect. So I am going to put it in each corner of the card. Now to hold it in place, just so you know that it's going to be cut in exactly where you need it to, I'm going to use some washi tape if I can find the edge of it. So you can just use some sticky tape that is not too sticky, so masking tape, washi tape, these are all really good at just holding your die in place while you cut it. So obviously to create the effect that we're looking for, we're going to need to cut this out 4 times, 1 in each corner. So we're just going to run that through our die cutting machine. And this one is super easy to use, you're just going to feed it through.
This is the first time Sophie's used the Gemini machine.
Yes.
Feedback?
Super easy, really easy to use.
Loving it.
So when we take this off, peel that off carefully, you can see we've, if I hold up a piece of paper behind it, you can see
Cool.
that it's cut out all the stars.
Lovely. That's really pretty.
So we're going to do that on each corner of our card.
Cool. So good morning everybody who's watching. We've got 6 people watching with us live. Thank you so much for joining us. If you know any crafters out there who would love to know more about Hobbybase and craft along live with us, it really is about making cards in no more than 40 minutes. So if you're thinking about getting started with card making, then, or you know somebody else who is, then let us know. And today we're making a specific male themed spacecraft card.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see just how quick and easy it is to cut that out and how effective it is. See, people will see those cut out stars on your card and think, wow, how have they done that? That looks really complicated, but actually it is super easy.
Yeah, really effective. And that's using, oh, I love your tape.
Thank you.
Sophie's got some very funky rainbow coloured tape here to hold the die in, down. Nice.
It's really important to make sure you hold your die in place, because otherwise when you're picking it up and feeding it into machines, sometimes it can move and get misaligned. So I think just using something like washi tape is really great for this.
Cool.
Because it's not too sticky and you can peel it off without damaging your card.
That's good idea. Does everybody do that? Any crafts out there? Does everybody stick down their dies before they run it through the machine? I think that's a really good tip, so it doesn't slip at all.
Okay. So just put that to one side. So we have pressed out our 4 corners, but we've got a few stars that haven't quite popped out, so we're going to use a trusty pokey tool.
Yay.
And we're just going to poke the little bits of card out of any haven't quite fallen through.
I liked your tip a few weeks ago. It doesn't have to be a pokey tool. You like using a pencil now.
Yep, you can use pencil. If you've got a pair of scissors with like a really fine end.
Edge, yeah.
But with die cutting, you do need something with quite a fine point. I remember when I first started doing die cutting, I didn't have anything small enough, and I ended up using an earring and the back of the earring to poke the pieces out.
How effective was that?
It worked, but I thought
you thought, I'm going to need this more often. I should probably invest in a specific tool that does this.
Okay, so we've now cut out our 4 corners. You probably can't see this very well, so if I put a piece of paper just behind it, you can see.
Yeah, lovely. That's really pretty.
Here we've cut out stars in all the corners. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we are going to get our rocket and the stars die cut ready to go on here. So we've got all our elements ready to put together.
Cool.
Now there are lots of different sheets in the Beyond the Shore pad that you can use. Plenty that look like space. Yeah. But I'm going to be using one that has got lots of stars on it.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cute. Nice.
But there are so many other ones that you could use. So we're going to use. I've lost it now.
Oh, and some of them are double-sided as well.
They are, yes.
Oh, cool.
Right, so we're going to use this one. Is going to go on our backing behind our stars, and then for our. No, it's not. That is what we're making the rocket from. Sorry, I'm confusing myself.
But you could probably mix it up, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, there's so many different.
Yeah.
That's the other one I'm looking for.
There we go. Nice.
So we're going to also use this green one, which kind of looks like the sea as well, but we're going to put that behind our stars. So it's going to be like that. But for now, we're going to cut out our rocket. Now, the piece of paper that I'm using, you can see it's got kind of an ombre effect. So we go from a very light turquoise through to kind of a lilac through to purple. So you can place your die wherever you want to on here to create whatever effect you'd like. So if you want the rocket to be paler, you would cut it out from this corner. You want a darker one, cut it out from here. You want a bit of everything. It's literally up to you.
Cool.
Place your die wherever you want it. We're going to make a nice purple rocket, so I'm going to put it up in this top corner.
And thank you to everybody who's just joined us. Lovely to see you watching live. If you, I'll do this one. This is the paper pack that, oh, hang on, that way. The paper pack that we're using today. And I'll pop the links into the comments so you guys can shop for that range afterwards. But it's such a lovely pad, and it's got so many different uses. And like Sophie was saying earlier, it might be called Beyond the Shore, but actually the paper designs are so versatile.
They are, yeah.
And lots of inspiration for lots of different types of cards, no matter what the theme.
Yes. Okay. So hopefully we should now have a rocket.
This is the rocket die that Sophie's using. Super sweet. 3 dies in one there. And guys, if you've got any questions at all about die cutting or inspiration for mail cards, then do let us know, and we've got Sophie. She's going to be more than happy to answer those questions.
Okay, so we've cut out our rocket in purple, but what I'm going to do is cut out a second rocket in the paler colour so that we can fill in the empty aspect of our die. So he's going to go from looking like that
Got ya.
to looking like that. But
Cool.
we're going to do it from the same piece of paper. So we're just going to put our die now in the bottom corner, run that through.
Good question, Dan. So Dan's asked us a good question. I'll let this run through first, just in case you can't hear me. This die machine is available to buy. Dan is asking, all kind of extra tools and stuff, do they come with the paper pack? No, they're all extra. All the items that you see are kind of singular items. The dies come in sets, multiples, but we do stock everything that you see Sophie using today. We've got that all on the website, hobbybase.co.uk. We've got a section for tools on there, and dies and stamps, and yeah, but good question. Thank you very much. Oh, thanks, Dan. This sounds great, even with the die cutting machine going on.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Okay, so
Hi, Daisy. Daisy's tuning in to say hello, ladies. Hi. Thanks for joining us.
okay, so we have now got, if I put it on the black card so you can see, so we've cut out 2 different rockets, and then we've got all the various elements from inside the rocket. So what you could do is you could make 2 identical cards but with opposite colour rockets. So you could do a purple one with the pale blue inserts, or blue one with the purple inserts.
Fabulous. Good idea.
So make sure you keep all your little offcuts that come out of your die cutting machine, because they can be very useful.
Cool.
Right,
A lot of people say that, actually.
yeah. So we've now got our rocket. We've got his extra elements.
Dan, do we have a starter pack? We do. We don't necessarily have a kind of starter pack for crafting. Here's everything you need, but we do starter packs in certain things. So like we do a starter pack of loads of sticky tapes. We do a starter pack for decoupage specifically, actually, which we're doing a pre-record on after the live today.
Yep.
So tune in for that. But we do have, we're more than happy to ask people if they're starting out what they need in terms of what type of inks and stamping blocks and platforms and all that type of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to create our, or put our backing paper behind our stars. So you can see this pad as well has got an ombre kind of effect. So this corner is going to have paler stars. This corner is going to have darker
Pretty, yeah,
stars.
it's really pretty.
So we're just going to cut this to measure. So we need it to be just slightly smaller than our card. So I think we're going to make it a 12 centimetre square. So we want to make sure that we get a bit of all the pattern on our paper. So just going to measure out 12 centimetres.
Wonderful. No, that's okay. Another question from Dan. Dan, liking your questions. Makes sense. Sorry, missed the start of the show. Did you go through everything we would be needing for us to replicate? Yes, thank you. We do. Each week we put up a link on our Facebook page and on the website, which will showcase the card that we're going to be making the following week, and also a list of, I keep wanting to say list of ingredients.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do. A list of products that you'll need to join in live, which is obviously what we would love for everyone to do, is join us live. But not a lot of people do. Some people just like to watch, then get all the products afterwards, and then catch up on the replay. But yes, we do add a list of all the products that you'll need and show you the card that we'll be making.
Okay, so I've cut out my 12 by 12 centimetre square from my paper. Now make sure you keep your offcuts, because we are going to use those in a minute. We're going to try and use all the paper, not waste anything. Now, as you can see on this paper, it's got a rather jazzy background.
Very jazzy.
Now, if you want to, you can leave that, but it's going to show on the inside of your card. So what I'm going to do is just cut out a 12 by 12 piece of black card. You could use white as well, which will then stick on the back just to cover up the snazzy pattern. But it's up to you if you want it showing. Obviously, if you're using a different sheet of paper, it might not have a backing, so you might not need to, but this is just a kind of,
that's a really good tip
just in case.
Another good tip for making the most out of your papers. I like that. We're going paper crazy at the moment, I feel, at Hobby Base, which is a good thing because I love papers.
Me too.
They're so pretty. We've got so many different ranges in at the moment, from festive to birthdays, to mermaids, to really funky Halloween themed papers. So if you are a paper fanatic like me and Sophie, then go on to hobbybase.co.uk and check them out, or let me know what papers you guys are liking at the moment. Pop it in the comments box, because we really love to know what you think and what you're enjoying crafting with at the moment.
Right, so I'm going to stick my piece of black card, which I hope is the right size. Oh, yeah. It's a tiny bit out, but for now it'll do. So I'm just going to use my double-sided sticky tape to attach that black backing onto there. So this is the other, did I show this one already? These are the other two dies that Sophie's using. So the little spaceship, really cute. And I love lawn fawn. Yes, me too.
I love lawn fawn, I love this die. This is cute.
Okay, so we've got our paper ready to go. And now we just need to stick this onto our card. Now, usually,
I was just about to say,
we'd use our double-sided sticky tape, which is what I will do in the centre of the card.
It suddenly dawned on me then. Now, you're not going to put sticky tape. How's it going to? It's going to come through on the stars.
It would come through on the stars. So we're just going to put a bit of.
So do it in the space itself.
Yeah,
in the back.
But then I've also got.
Oh wow, cool.
Glue pen.
And
this is great for any sort of die cutting because they are often very fiddly and you need a really fine glue. So I'm just going to make sure that is working.
Oh cool, and then are you going to kind of pen it around the outside?
So,
great little tip.
Just going to run some of this glue around the stars. And when it goes on blue, so you can see where the glue is. But when it dries clear. If you can see that.
Yeah.
So that glue will all dry clear, and it does dry very quickly, so you want to get your paper on ASAP. Right. So we're gonna stick that on there.
Something's going on with my screen today, and I keep flipping from front to top without me even realising it, so I keep catching myself going, oh, I'm on. I'm going to have a look at that afterwards.
Okay, so there we go. We've got our backing card on. So now we are ready to stick our rocket on. And this is where your glue stick is also going to come in handy, because as you can see, this is quite a fiddly little shape. So we're just going to run a line of glue all the way around the image.
Amazing.
And then we're going to stick them on right in the middle. There he is.
Cool.
Now
That's really cute.
we're going to use our coordinating shapes that we cut out from the paler corner of the card, and we're just going to put some glue onto the back of each one of those and stick them into our empty spaces. Obviously you don't have to do this, but this is just an idea of what you can use the elements and the die for.
Fabulous. Love Dan's next question. Question about eco-friendliness of papers. And do we have environmentally friendly paper packs?
Yes.
You know what? That's such a good question. Are these?
These, all of the first edition papers, they are all FSC certified, so that it's paper made from a responsible source.
Ah, fantastic.
So
there
yes,
you go.
we are using environmentally friendly paper. It might be pretty, but it's also doing its bit for the environment.
Yes. What have you got next for us, Dan? Really cute, really great question though, and I think, you know, green, eco-friendliness, all that type of stuff is really eco-friendliness. The green agenda is really on point at the moment, and I think every industry needs to consider all that.
Yes.
Those types of things, don't they? So,
yeah.
And it's interesting to see how this industry moves forward with that.
Yeah, and Trimcraft, who make all these kind of pads, so this says first edition, but they are part of the kind of Trimcraft family. They've got a few different kind of brand names that they come under, but all their paper is FSC certified, so
cool.
It's all kind of good stuff.
Brilliant.
Okay, so you can now see we've got our rocket and our stars on there.
Lovely.
Now then, I told you to keep your extra pieces of paper that we cut out, and we're now going to use those with our star die. So this came with the rocket, so all we're going to do, that's the one, is we're going to die cut him 3 times from our offcuts of paper, just to make some extra stars to decorate the front of the card.
This might be where a massive Gemini die cutting machine is a little unnecessary for the tiny little.
The one I've got at home is you kind of hand crank it, and it's much quicker. You can kind of whip it in quick, and it's done.
Yeah, or the mini ones that we were looking at earlier, weren't we?
Yes.
They'd be quite cool. So there's lots of different die cutting machines out there as well, Dan. If you're a beginner. Or anyone who's a beginner out there watching, there's tons of different die cutting machines. Every crafter tends to have their favourite in terms of size, make and functionality. But yeah, there's a lot, and then there's, you know, mini ones for small dies, large ones like the Gemini for larger die cutting. So yeah, what have you got at home?
Mine's an own brand from somewhere else.
Yes.
That is a you literally just roll it through.
Medium?
It's probably a medium, so it will do pretty large cards, but this one would be good if you're working with really large pieces of paper. But the one I work with is probably, you can easily, it is as wide as that piece of paper. So if you're working with kind of your standard card sizes, you know, the kind of 5x7, 5x5, you know, it works perfectly.
Brill. And I know the other ladies love the Big Shot die cut machine.
I have not tried that one.
So any recommendations or suggestions for die cutting machines, people? Let us know. Mary's saying, good morning girls, love the card.
Thank you.
Thanks Mary. How'd you like it? Hi Victoria Rula, thank you so much for watching. What else have we got today? Sandra's watching from the Isle of Wight. Thank you, Sandra. And I think that's all me all caught up in the comments.
Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I use my sticky pads a lot for making decoupage, so I had to use them on this card as well. And this is just going to add an extra dimension to our stars. So I'm going to put a sticky pad on the back of each star so that they sit off the paper. Obviously, if you wanted to, you can just use glue pen. That would work just as well, but this way we've kind of got the paper coming from behind the stars, we've got the rocket sitting flat on it, and then we've got the stars raising up, so we've got it's like three
nice.
3 different dimensions to our card.
Lovely job. Sandra, you're asking, are we intending to stock a small die cutting machine? I have a big shop but want a small one for one-off dies. Good question, and I'll check the website for. I'm pretty sure we do have some smaller die cutting machines, so I'll go off and find the links for you and put them in the comments box. So thank you, Sandra.
Okay, so I've just stuck those on there. So we've got some of our bigger stars from our die cutting set, and you can see just how easy that was, but how pretty it looks. And you can see you can make it in all different colours. I've used the same dies here to make a card that is completely different.
Yeah,
you can see that I've just got really simple colours and 2 completely different cards, but using the same products.
Brilliant. And actually Dan said what's nice with this is that you could cut out several of the dies and then almost make multiple
you could
cards,
do
saving loads of time.
Okay, so we're now going to add some elements inside the card. So this is the card we've got at the moment, and this is what we're going to go for.
Cool.
Now then, obviously with black card it's hard to write on, so I've made a piece of white card with some stars and a moon cut out, just so we're carrying on that space theme inside the card, but you've got somewhere to write your message.
Yeah, nice.
So we're going to cut down a piece of white card. We're going to do it the same as we did earlier. So,
loving the engagement today on the video, guys. Keep it coming. Lots of questions. Ask us lots of questions. We love to answer anything about products, what you're playing with at the moment, about the card that Sophie's making. Any special requests for what you'd like to see on the channel, also we'd love to hear from you. Next week we have got the lovely Jo back with us. She's going to be making a festive inspired card, and it's gorgeous, hint. So I'll pop the page up as well in the next day or so for you to kind of shop ahead of time if you need to or want to. And then you can join us next Friday at 2 o'clock again and craft along with us. And the week after that, Sophie is back, and we're doing, what are we doing? We're doing some really lush decoupage.
Yes, going to be making a happy birthday decoupage card.
With a brand new range that's just literally come in. Yes. What was it called?
It's called Make a Wish, and it is so pretty.
Yeah, really nice.
I love it. Right, so we've got our white card, which you could just stick into your card if you wanted to, but we don't want to do that. We're going to add some extra decoration.
Why does it keep doing that? Keeps flicking back to the front, and I'm there looking at it going,
I've lost my star. What have I done with that?
Uh-oh. What have we lost? Our star die?
Yeah. What have I done with that? Oh.
There it is.
This is live TV, folks.
And lots of fiddly bits.
Yes. Right.
What? Oh, decoupage, you mean, Dan? Dan's asking what's decharge? Decharge? No, decoupage is a different type of crafting. So there's lots of different techniques and styles, and decoupage is one of them. Yeah. And it's basically
build up a single image, but using different layers. So you could have you'll have a base image, and then from that you'll cut out different elements from that same picture and stack them up with the foamed squares, so it creates a 3D effect.
Yeah. And they're really great because, again, if you're just getting into crafting, or maybe time is of the essence and you don't have a lot of time to dedicate to crafting, decoupage is really cool because it will instruct you how to layer up those things. So
yeah.
they're really
It literally
quick.
tells you this is layer 1, this is layer 2, and you just cut them out and stick them together.
Yeah, pop them out and stick them together onto the card, and they look so effective. And actually, just behind me, this was one of the gorgeous cards that Sophie has already made for us before. There we go. So that's all from one set. And you can see all the dimension and the depth to the card. It looks so professional. It's brilliant. So yes.
There's lots more over on my Facebook page shop. All my cards on there are decoupage 3D cards, so
awesome.
you can check them out.
What's the links?
My Facebook is My Mermaid Treasures. Yep. So check them out on there.
Yeah.
There's lots of them on there.
And I will actually go and tag that now.
Okay, so our final element, we are going to use a happy birthday die just to cut out a sentiment to go in our card. Now, if you wanted to, you could put the rocket further up on the card and put the happy birthday underneath. But for this one, I'm going to put it inside. So we are going to use the same paper that we cut our rocket from. So you can see we're trying to use up as much of the paper as we possibly can do to create this card. And obviously you can keep any offcuts of paper because you can see these dies are very small, and if you keep your offcuts, then you can always use them in another card.
Struggling to find you, but I will. I'll put you in there. It's not popping up. My mermaid. I'll find you, Sophie, don't worry.
I'll link me afterwards.
Yeah, which you are very good at doing, which I love. Thank you. Yeah, and do carry on the conversation as well. So if you catch up with Sophie's Facebook page or you catch up with this video, go over and you have any questions, head over to her page and feel free to chat to her over there and ask her any questions.
Yep.
But yes, Sophie is here every other week. In between with Joe, our other crafter, and we've got we're doing a live video, a pre-recorded video for our YouTube channel after we've finished today's card, and it's going to be using a funky decoupage kit, and I'll grab that actually and show you.
Okay, so we've cut out our happy birthday sentiment, and using the glue pen again, just because this is a very fiddly die, I'm just going to run some glue over that.
Cool, so this is the kit that we're using afterwards for Sophie to make a pre-recorded video on our YouTube channel. It is by Craft Creations. It's a Happy Christmas decoupage card. The entire kit is included, so literally all you need to buy is that, and you will end with a really pretty, if I show at the top, really pretty Christmas card.
Yep.
Super cute. So all the stuff's in there, so head over to our YouTube channel, hobbybase.tv, and that video should hopefully be up middle of next week at the latest.
Okay, so we've stuck our sentiment on it in the middle, and that is our completed card. So you've got somewhere to write your message because of the white card. We've got a lovely happy birthday sentiment and just some extra little details.
Oh, I love it.
There we go.
Cute. Thank you, Sophie. That was amazing. Just grab the other one as well again. And so this is the leather card that Sophie made with the same dies, same card stock.
Yeah.
So yeah, really great demonstration for us, just to show that actually you can make multiple cards, like Dan's saying. You know, it's not just a waste of a massive piece of black card. You've got loads of multiple cards that you can make.
So this one I've used the single star die and cut it out all across both sides of the card.
Lovely.
And then stuck yellow paper, but it's got a white backing, so we've got space to write our message, but you've also got that really lovely
like runs through onto the back.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much, Sophie. You're a star. Love, 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 love. Okay, let's have a quick look for any other questions here. Yeah, a very posh word for layering. Yes, Dan, absolutely. Loves the flowers. It was a gorgeous card. And Hobby Base is not across the whole of the UK. No, we're just based here in Wiltshire, but we ship worldwide. We're predominantly an online shop. So hobbybase.co.uk is where you can buy all the products that you've seen today. And we do loads of stuff. Interact with us here on Facebook, interact with us on Instagram and Twitter at HobbyBaseUK. And yeah, I think that's it. If we've got any more questions, just pop them in the comments still. We'll pick them up afterwards. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. So thank you. And we do hope that you'll be back next Friday at 10 AM. Sophie, thank you for coming along.
Thank you for having me.
Sophie's second time with us doing a Craft Along Live, so we're really excited to have you on the team, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, I will be back with a lovely happy birthday decoupage card.
Yay! So have a fantastic weekend, everybody, and we will talk to you all very, very soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Stop. There you go. Woohoo.